Hello everybody, today back another video. Alright guys, today's video will be about Novak Djokovic, and the $1 million question when it comes to him is, will he play Wimbledon or not 2024? Because it did for sure not look like that 3 weeks ago when he got injured with his right knee. He had a meniscus tear in his right knee and he got a surgery, and I for sure immediately after he got that surgery on his right knee, I made a video. You all seen that, know it. You all not seen it can check it out. And I thought with myself that Novak Djokovic will not play Wimbledon now. I didn't talk about only that. I talked about other stuff as well, like will he win his 25th Grand Slam title, which I said that he will not. So now I'm doing a video because he has traveled to London. He's at London at the current moment, so he's on the grass courts at Wimbledon and practicing for sure very carefully. But he is there for a purpose. He is not there to see the Wimbledon courts and just to be a tourist. He's not there to be a tourist. He is there because he wants to play Wimbledon badly. And I can understand him. Time is not his best friend at the current moment. He's not 25, 26, 27 years old. He is 37 years old. He knows time is flying. He doesn't have time on his side. So he wants to play Wimbledon badly. He knows that 12 months from now, 1 year ahead from now, he will be 38 years old and he will be even less competitive and less of a threat to win his 8th Wimbledon title. He wants to equal Roger Federer's Wimbledon record with 8 titles. He wants to win that 25th Grand Slam title. He wants to extend his Grand Slam record more and more and more, so nobody can catch him in the future. That's what he wants. Those who says, because I read a lot of comments in different social medias, they say, Djokovic is not super motivated now when his two big chief rivals, Federer is retired, Nadal is one leg of retiring, he's almost retired, Nadal. He's not super motivated. Oh baby, you cannot be more wrong than that. He is super motivated, especially in Grand Slams. He is motivated, baby. He is not playing for fame. He is not playing for money. He doesn't even know how much money he has on the bank. That's how filthy rich he is. He knows, but not in details. That is what I mean. But he knows to some degree, but not in especially details, exactly details, how much he has. He's playing for the titles. He's playing for the big tennis trophies. And Wimbledon, for God's sakes, my tennis fans all around the world, it is the biggest tennis tournament in the world. We have 4 Grand Slam majors, 4 big tennis tournaments in a year, huge big tennis tournaments, which are the 4 Grand Slam tournaments: Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon a year, and US Open. These are the biggest, these are the World Cup of tennis. Oh, yeah, we have the Masters, we have the ATP2 finals, we have the Olympic gold, Olympic Games, I mean, and this is the Olympic year, by the way, but nobody come close to the Grand Slams. Grand Slams, baby, that is what young kids dream when they start playing tennis, and they dream to win a major during their career. Majority of them doesn't do it. Majority of them doesn't win majors. Majority of them doesn't win majors. Just a small margin of players goes on and win Grand Slams. My tennis friends all around the world, we have had really good tennis players in the past who has never won majors, like David Ferrer, like John Tsonga, like Marcelo Rios, like David Nalbandian. And if Alexander Sasha Zverev will go down and never win a major, because he still has time, he's not super old, but he's not super young either, but he is in his mid-20s. So if Alexander Sasha Zverev goes down and never win a major, he for sure will be the greatest tennis player of all time who has never won a major. He for sure will be that. Or what do you say? 22 titles he has already won. He has won 6 Masters. He has won 2 ATP2 finals. And he has won one Olympic gold. So he has 9 big titles in his career. 9, my tennis friends all on the road. Alexander Sasha Zverev. So, if he went to go and never win a major, he for sure will go down as the greatest tennis player of all time to never win a major. But I'm not super confident that he will do. I will be honest with you, but that is a completely different topic. If I should say fast here and now, I'm not confident at all that Alexander Sasha Zverev will ever win a Grand Slam title in his career, and I'm not confident at all in Daniil Medvedev either to ever win his second Grand Slam title. I actually did a prediction about Medvedev. I don't want to go outside of the topic. 2 years ago, back in 2022, towards the end of the back in the 2022, in a podcast. In the podcast Game to Love, you by now you know that podcast, and I wrote a comment when they were resuming, they were reviewing the 2022 season, and Daniil Medvedev didn't have a great 2022, and I said that Daniil Medvedev will never win his second Grand Slam title. I already said that 2 years ago. So far, it has been correct, but he still has time, so he's not super old, Daniil Medvedev, but he is not in his peak of his career, Daniil Medvedev. He has not won one single title this year, and the competition is just getting harder and stiffer in Alcaraz, in Sinner. Alcaraz, Sinner, they are not Tsitsipas, they are not Zverev, they are not Medvedev, like Medvedev himself. They are Grand Slam champions already, and they are in their earliest 20s. So they are legit players. Alcaraz is the youngest tennis player to win 3 different Grand Slams in 3 different surfaces: hard court, grass, and clay. And he's 21 years old. Sinner, he is the new world number 1. He's the player of the year of the 2024 with 4 titles. Who, by the way, won his first ever grass court title in his career back in Halle last week. So he has won tournaments. Jannik Sinner in all the surfaces: hard courts 12, clay 1, now grass is first, also 1. So out of his 14 tournaments that Jannik Sinner has already won in his career, he has now won tournaments in all the surfaces. Something that Alcaraz has, of course, also done. He has won the titles in all surfaces: grass, hard court, and clay. So these 2 players will not make life easy for Tsitsipas, Zverev, Medvedev going forward and win majors. Anyway, I don't want to come away from the topic. Will Novak Djokovic play Wimbledon 2024? Because that was an uncertain thing 3 weeks ago when he got that knee injury. And he got a knee injury, and he with his meniscus tear, and he got a surgery in his right knee. Will he play Wimbledon? I believe he will do. I didn't believe he will do that 3 weeks ago. I really didn't think so, but he's not at Wimbledon to be a tourist. He's there to prepare, to see how his knee feels. He has already played practice sets and he has won them. He is there to prepare himself, to feel the courts. He knows time is not his best friend. He knows that it is not many great grass court players. He's for sure one of the best grass court players in the world. Is he the biggest? Is he number 1 favorite at Wimbledon? No, he is not. Djokovic, according to my list, he will never be my number 1 favorite to win a Grand Slam title going ahead in his career. He will not. I'm not saying that he doesn't have a chance in winning majors anymore in his career. No, that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he will not be my number 1 pick. He was not my number 1 pick at French Open, which was a correct decision, and he will not be my number 1 pick to win Wimbledon 2024 if he will play, because we don't know that for certain yet. But my feeling is he will play. He's there. He's not there to just to watch the courts and to say hello to the players. He is there to prepare himself, to get himself in shape. He has had a meniscus tear injury. He has had the surgery, but that has not been a huge one in my opinion. So it is not big surgery, to say the least. So he has definitely chances to play at Wimbledon. I think he will play. Will he be one of the big threats to win the tournament? Yes, he will be for sure one of my top 5 favorites, definitely. But it will depend a lot on the draw. Like it was at French Open, he had the luck at French Open to not be in the same half as Alcaraz and Sinner. He was opposite of the draw from those two, because Sinner and Alcaraz are Novak's biggest threat at Wimbledon. Sinner and Alcaraz, all respect to Medvedev, all respect to Tsitsipas, all respect to Zverev, they all can play pretty good grass court tennis, but Zverev has never won a grass court title, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think so. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. I don't think he has ever won a grass court title, Zverev. Maybe he has won one at Halle, maybe, but I'm not quite sure. But I don't think he has. Tsitsipas has never won a grass court title. I don't think so. Medvedev has won one grass court title, what I know. So, nevertheless, neither of these 3 players, Zverev, Medvedev, Tsitsipas, are Novak's biggest threat at Wimbledon. Novak's biggest threats at Wimbledon are Sinner and Alcaraz. Sinner and Alcaraz are much better players than Tsitsipas, Zverev, and Medvedev. Every time, my tennis friends all around the world, when a player is the boss on the tour, like Federer was in his time, what happened to Federer when Nadal and Jovic came around? What happened to Federer when Nadal and Djokovic became great players? What did they do? They stopped Federer. Federer didn't stop winning major because he got old. Those who say that, they talk bullshit. This is not a bullshit channel. This is a truthful channel. Federer stopped winning majors in his 30s. He didn't completely stop. He won 4 majors in his 30s, but you know what I mean. He won much less in his 30s and what he did in his 20s. The reason was Nadal and Djokovic, baby, not age. Because Federer was 1 point away in winning Wimbledon 2019 as 37 years old. Or what do you say? Was it because of his age? No, baby. It was because Nadal and Djokovic. They came around and they stopped Federer and his dominance. The same thing will happen to Djokovic. Djokovic, all respect to Medvedev, Zverev, Tsitsipas, Team, you name it, baby, all those 4 players I mentioned. They are good players. But all those 4 I just mentioned, only 2 of them are great. You know what I say, you know my opinion. Players who win majors are great. Medvedev has won 1 Grand Slam title, he's great. Team has won 1 Grand Slam title, he's great. Tsitsipas, Zverev, they are still not 1 Grand Slam titles. So in my book, they are still not great. They are very, very good, but not great. Sinner and Alcaraz, they are 1 tier of players. You know, 1 tier. They are completely different players. They already are Grand Slam champions. They already have defeated Novak Djokovic in Grand Slam semifinals and finals. Tsitsipas did it earlier this year, defeated Djokovic in the Grand Slam semifinal at Australian Open. Sinner defeated Novak Djokovic in a Grand Slam semifinal earlier this year at Australian Open. And Alcaraz did it last year in the Wimbledon in a Grand Slam final match. Medvedev has defeated Djokovic only once in Grand Slams. Tsitsipas has never defeated Djokovic in Grand Slams. Zverev has never defeated Djokovic in Grand Slams. Thiem has defeated Djokovic 2 times in Grand Slams. Both of those times at French Open. My point is that when players started to defeat the number 1 player in the world, like Djokovic has been for 428 weeks as the world number 1, then those players are legit. Sinner and Alcaraz are really legit. So Novak Djokovic will have a nightmare in winning Grand Slams in the future, not only due to his age, also due to Alcaraz and Sinner. And if that was not enough, Djokovic has not had his best tennis season of his career in this 2024. He has not won one tennis tournament. He has not even been in 1 final this year, let alone win a title this year. So I believe Djokovic will play Wimbledon 2024. That is my feeling. Maybe I will be wrong. And how he will do there and how deep he will go there It will depend a lot on the draw, but he for sure wants to avoid Alcaraz on his side of the draw, because when the draw will be announced on Friday, Djokovic will be number 2 seed, Sinner will be number 1 seed, because due to Alcaraz loss against Jake Draper in the second round at Queens, Djokovic is now number 2 seed at Wimbledon, which is pretty important for Novak Djokovic. But in any way, nevertheless, Djokovic wants to have the same kind of a draw at Wimbledon like he had at French Open, in avoiding Alcaraz on his side of the draw, which he did at French Open 1 month ago. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time, peace!